Naval intelligence had broken the radio code of the Japanese, learning that the enemy would attempt to strike at Midway between June 4th and June 6th. These remarkable color movies were captured by the cameras of a film crew led by Hollywood director John Ford. These lumbering U.S. search planes were quickly sent out in all directions to try to locate the Japanese task force said to be steaming toward Midway. On June 3rd, they hit the jackpot, confirming that a Japanese force, including 7 carriers, 11 battleships, 21 cruisers, and more than 400 planes, was headed toward the island. The U.S. force was barely 1/4 the size. It was David versus Goliath. But David had broken Goliath's code, and surprise was on the side of the Americans. On the morning of June 4th, these Midway-based B-17 flying fortresses were sent out to attack the Japanese invasion fleet. Unfortunately, they were unsuccessful. Several never made it back. Having confirmed that the forces of the rising sun were on their way, the men of Midway could do nothing more than wait for the inevitable Japanese attack. Each passed the time in his own way. As radar picked up incoming Japanese planes, the U.S. Marines marched off to their combat positions. 108 Japanese planes from the carrier task force struck at Midway. This historic motion picture footage documents the battle's full fury, captured by the unsung cameraman of the Navy Signal Corps, directed by the legendary John Ford. But this is no Hollywood movie you're watching. These men are fighting and dying right before your eyes. Many of these Marine planes taking off were destroyed by the Japanese fighters attacking the island. With the Marine command post billowing smoke high into the sky, the Japanese planes continued to pound the island. With the airplane hangars ablaze, the Marines' first thoughts were to remove munitions from harm's way and then save the planes within. The Japanese inflicted heavy damage on Midway, but failed to destroy the airfield. The Stars and Stripes still flew.